Hello friends, welcome on stitchingmall.com. In the earlier videos, I had shown you how to cut this kurti with princess line and we stitched the side panels or the cullies. In this third part, I'll show you how to make placket or a button patti and finish neckline in a very easy way. This is how we had cut the middle till the waistline while we were cutting the kurti. Now we'll join this 1.5 inch wide strip starting from this cut. This is the back side of our kurti or dress and back side of our strip, and we stitch along this. The selvage side of this patti or the strip is outer side. We finish it till the end. The length of this strip would be exactly the length of our cut, or can be slightly like ½ inch more. Then we turn it towards the right side of our dress completely. All that 1.5 inch of the strip would be turned towards the right side. Now we stitch to close the end, the open end. We don't have to stretch the fabric. Hold it firmly. Don't stretch it, otherwise the finishing would be flawed. It would be wrongly or it would look bad. So this is how we just place it. You can pin or just pressing a little bit would help, and then we stitch till the start of the cut. So here we finish this is the inside placket. Cut the extra threads wherever and whenever you finish a stitch for neatness. Now the other end, that is the top side. For this, we will be needing 3-inch wide strip that should be 1 inch, at least 1 inch or 1.5 inch longer than the length of our front cut. Starting from the top, same way, back side of or wrong side of our fabric and wrong side or back side of our fabric of a strip would be up, so that when it is stitched and it is turned, it could face the right side of our dress. So from top till the cut, we stitch, we end here. No need to go further, no need to stretch. Cut the extra threads, and now we'll turn this strip towards the right side of our dress. Now this strip also will fold about 1/4 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch inside, and rest of the strip would be visible from the top. This way we cover the join, and then we can pin it or do a kacha or a basting stitch to keep pieces in place. It is more important to have a good finishing on the top placket. Reason being, it will be visible. The inside placket would be covered by this top placket. So we put the pin to keep both the pieces in place, and the lower part, that is 1.5 inch or 1 inch extra, that will fold from the bottom slightly for the finishing. Now here also we can keep it in place using a pin. So this way we get it in place, and I start from the bottom of this strip. So I put a vertical stitch and then a horizontal thing. Like, the purpose is that we make a square kind of a thing, a square out of this end of our placket to keep it in place, and to make it stronger and in place we make multiple stitches. For that, what we do, when we make a square or a box kind of a thing, we turn our machine and make 2 more stitches that will be looking somewhat like a cross or an X, you can say. So this way, it is also called a tabiz in tailoring language, and it will keep our bottom of the placket strong. Now it is done. See, for a dramatic effect, what you can do is you can make the inner placket in a different color strip and the outer placket in a different color, so that would be look more stylish. And here also I could have like maybe black color or the less highlighted color placket to make it more dramatic. So outer part of the stitch of this strip, we make 1 long stitch to keep it in place till the end where both the plackets are met, not beyond that. So it's done here. We cut the extra threads, and this is how your placket would be looking, neat and nice. This is the inner one and this is the outer one, and here we got our placket nicely done. What we can do next step is we can make button or snap buttons. I'll show you snap buttons. So for that, I cut the extra fabric around the neckline. You can also attach a collar to this neckline, but here I am showing you how to stitch 1 inch wide bias tape and finish the neckline. If you don't know how to do that, you can ask me. I'll send you the links which are available on Stitching Wall channel. So here, starting from one end of the neckline with our strip, this is 1 inch wide bias strip, leaving about ½ inch from the end of this strip. Only the strip end ½ inch would be left, not the placket thing or not the neckline thing. Okay, and we will keep this strip on back side of our neckline or the fabric dress, and the back side of the strip would be out, same way as we were doing with the plackets, so that when we turn it towards the right side, the nicer side is visible. While doing the neckline with a bias tape, because it's we are stitching it around a curvy thing, we'll be slightly pulling the bias tape. Now other end also we'll leave ½ inch, both the sides. That will be about ½ inch, even a little less than that would do, but you leave ½ inch because if it is longer you can cut it, but if it is shorter, what would you do? So here we fold it. See how neatly and nicely it is to be folded. It will be folded twice this way. The end you will have to make a back stitch, a long stitch, so that the end is strong enough, and then folding, double folding. Here we don't need to stretch the strip or the fabric. Don't stretch that, just go slow and go smooth. Just support the fabric with your hands, with your fingers. Keep folding around the neckline. No need to pull it, any part of it. And when you reach the other end, fold the same way as we were doing in the initial thing, and then make one binding stitch. And here we are done with the neckline. Now in the next video I'll show you how to make snap sleeves and the snap buttons and the loop sleeves. So keep watching and do let me know how did you like this video. Take care. Goodbye.